like, bro, yeah, she got a kid. Look at his back. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. It's another Jesse Lee Peterson reaction. Ultimate Savage Moments. I'm not necessarily sure what part this is, but we'll say it in the title. You know what it is. Everyone knows this boy Jesse is crazy as hell. Trolling, but usually coming from a place of facts, and just the way that he has people on, and then they tend to dig holes for themselves, and he just able to throw the dirt on top, like, hey, you just keep saying stupid shit, man. I got you. It's hilarious. But let us know if you want to see more Jesse Lee Peterson down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate all the support. Let's hop into the video.
You made it on time. Most of my black guests don't show up on time. As a matter of fact, I at one time interviewed a cousin of mine. He's a liberal Democrat. And I had him on regularly, but he will always be late, so I banned him. Do you agree with me that men are under attack? Masculinity is the most hated aspect of our society today?
Historically, this is a patriarchal society. It's been historically patriarchal. It's been historically very oppressive to women. Women got the right to vote many years, hundreds in some instances after men. And women have been put into a second-class citizen position for hundreds of years in this country, and they're defensive about it. They're upset about it. So they're resisting any type of threat to them.
So you do agree that men, straight men, are hated, are the most hated group on this side of heaven?
Well, I have to really focus on the fact that my work is around black men. I don't really pay much attention to the issues facing white men, because white men seem comparatively to be taken care of, seem to have resources and power and the capacity to deal with what comes their way better than what black people have in terms of resources or imagination.
Most men today, straight conservative Christian men of power, have not oppressed women.
Most?
Right. And so why would they
how could you say that?
Why would they be under attack today?
How could you say what most men are doing?
But most men are not oppressing women. Women are ruling men. But let me ask, why would those men, it kind of reminds me of the blacks accusing whites of slavery, and slavery been ended 150 years ago, and they still say,
They act as if you have that much social control of them anymore. I mean, there was a time where you had to ask permission of the father and ask permission of the father just in order to have marriage with his daughter. And a lot of times it was based on whether or not you could provide for his daughter or stuff like that. If you were a man of stature, of wealth, of working class, you know, if you had something to offer to the family, like around the world, they would trade their daughters for certain resources and things. Like, you act like that type of stuff is still happening now. I mean, there's more women going to college than men at this point. You know, there's more women getting their degrees and their certifications than men at this point. I mean, like, who's holding them down? I ain't holding no one down. I ain't never oppressed anyone.
Because we're suffering because of
Who said
sin. So the blacks are always, most blacks complain about that. Let me ask, do you believe that most straight black men have a power, have oppressed women?
Well, just like white supremacy, this is a system issue. It may or may not be every individual, but systemically, women get paid less. Systemically, compared to men, women are traumatized, raped, or in a lesser power position historically and systemically. So it's not necessarily about every individual, which is why I asked you the question when you said what most men are doing. We really don't know what most men are doing, but we know that this is a patriarchal society historically, and that women have been treated like second-class citizens historically.
Is anything wrong with that?
Is something wrong with anything that treats women as if they are
No, I'm
less
asking,
than
anything
men?
wrong with men being the head of society?
Is something wrong with men oppressing women?
No, how about, is there anything wrong with men being the head of society?
If that means that women are eliminated from the opportunity to be head also, that's a problem.
But you can't have two heads.
Yes, you can.
How? Somebody got to lead it. Someone got to lead and someone got to follow. Even in a partnership, someone got to lead. You have a president and a vice president. In all situations, you can't have two leaders.
I don't believe in dictatorships.
So if a man is the leader, he's a dictator?
What I'm saying is that, no, of course, not all men who lead are dictators, but if men lead at the dismissal of women, if men lead because they assume that women are worse than them or lesser than them in terms of being in leadership positions, that's a problem.
Do you agree with me that most blacks are suffering due to the destruction of the family and the lack of moral character and not this phony idea of racism?
I think most black people are dealing with post-white supremacy trauma trance. Most black people are in a trance.
That's ridiculous.
And are
That's horrible.
Black people live in a
No, it has everything to do with the family, the lack of male role models in households, and the fact that there's no one around to be able to dictate to these young men that your behavior isn't okay. It's not okay. Like the lack of respect for elders, the lack of respect for people who's trying to help you and teach you and guide you. I literally seen videos of young black men saying, if an OG tried to tell me what I'm doing wrong or why I'm doing these certain things, I'll kill you. He said that to someone that was older than him, at least by 2 decades. You're telling me that this guy likely doesn't have some type of knowledge that he can give to you that you don't want to hear because you're so caught up in this life that gains you nothing but death. I'll kill you. I think it has everything to do with the black man. I think it has everything to do with the lack of morality, the lack of self-discipline, self-stature, to be able to recognize and look at yourself and be like, these are the things that I have to do, I have to enact in order to grow as an individual. There's no one there to dog that on us, to put that on us, especially fathers.
black culture that's a perpetual assault on their self-concept.
Well, if they were
and
real
mentality.
men, they wouldn't be speaking that way. They were real men overcome things.
Well, what's a real man?
They're men who love God with all their heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else, and they patiently endure. They overcome rather than complaining like little women.
Well, I don't see these kind of men you're talking. I mean,
But you just
my
use
whole
the
life
same,
is pretty
you
much
use the same thing that they use.
What do you
White
mean?
supremacy, which
Sure.
doesn't exist. Racism, which doesn't exist. You're using the same words that most blacks are using, men and women are using, for the excuse
I
of
don't
failure.
think the issue is that it doesn't exist. I think for
doesn't
some
exist.
reason in your own personal development, you can't see it or grasp it, but it
It's
exists.
not there. It's not there. It had it been there, blacks would not have done as well under the Jim Crow law. They did better under the Jim Crow law than they do now.
So ask somebody, if you don't watch TV a lot, if there's such
You
thing
know-
as a black love story, a
No.
non-comedy black love story on television.
Thank you for coming in.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
They have gotten away with blaming white folks and blaming someone else. That they're just rotten to the core with it now. And white men don't care how they dress.
It seems like white people used to dress up.
Oh yeah, they used to dress up. They sure did.
So, like, maybe this is like a white cellular memory trauma.
What a mess. Cliff, thank you for calling and thanks for holding. You're on the air.
You remind me so much of Forrest Gump.
Forrest
He
Gump,
got it. Yes.
run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, but you were the one that when he made the statement that he's not a well-learned man.
Right, I'm black
Because
and slow.
you're certainly like a low IQ person.
I am. I'm
Yeah,
black.
oh, no question about it.
No,
There's
no.
question about
Cliff,
it.
I tell people all the time, I want them to be clear with me because I'm black and slow.
No, I'm black myself, and I'm a Republican. But I think that you're
No, I said I'm black.
ruin this country.
I said I'm
He
black
will ruin
and
this
slow.
country.
How's he,
And I want to see what you say then.
how will he ruin? You say you are a
Well,
black
he's already
Republican.
started. You know, number one.
Cliff,
you
hold
know,
on. Let's
he's
do. Hold
not
on.
He's not a good role model, first of all.
Cliff, hold on. Calm down. I want to do one at a time. You say
Okay.
you are a black Republican,
Yes, I am.
and did you vote for the Great White Hope?
No, I did not.
And why not?
He has created 3 whores in his lifetime.
Did you vote for Obama?
Yes, I did.
You voted for him twice?
Yes, I did.
You have no place to judge President Trump at all because
What are you talking about?
because you are not a Christian.
Obama did not
You're not a
have
Christian.
whore. He
You're
did
not.
not. He did
Cliff.
not create whores.
Cliff.
He created whores.
Cliff.
His wife is a whore, and
I had to put Cliff on hold. He sounded like his mama. I put you on hold. No one hurt you.
Okay, but what have you done for this country?
What has who done?
You.
What have I done for the country?
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes. I'm quite sure you have not.
No.
When you were 19, you were what? In
Why are you acting like a little female?
I'm a female.
Look, you're carrying on like your
Female,
carrying
huh?
on like your mother. Calm down.
I spent more than
Clear.
almost 19 years.
I put him on hold again. He's just like his mama. Maybe I'm just like my mama. She's never satisfied. Clear.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm so me.
No, you.
I'm 79. I'll be 79 Wednesday.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? You can go on hating the president. That's your problem.
I don't hate him.
And I don't want
I don't hate
to.
him, but I don't think that he's worthy of any kind of praise.
If you voted for Barack Obama twice, you ain't no good no how. How did you find my show?
Oh, I just happened to flip the channel. I'm a retarded person, so I flip you on just to see what you're going to say next.
You say you're a
Because I really
retarded
think
person?
that you are probably the most ignorantest person I've ever run into in my life, a black man.
Did you say you're a retarded person?
No, I said I'm a retarded person.
A retard?
Yes, I retard in 2000.
You said you're retarded?
Retired?
Huh?
No, I'm not retarded.
What did you say, Joel?
Hey, look,
Wait,
I'm a
hold on,
college-educated
hold on.
person.
It sound like-
I'm a
Nigga, you
Hold
sound
on a minute,
retarded.
'cause
something that you're
It
not.
sound like retard, but I think he said retired.
Yeah.
you say
what?
retard?
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said retard.
No, he said
No, no.
retard.
Look.
That's okay, man. We
college-educated
understand.
person. Something that
You're a little
not.
retarded.
You also
It's
a
all right.
dummy.
He's a little slow, Jason.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
say
go
this for
slow
you,
with him.
and ain't no, like I say, I love everybody.
You love white people?
Hey, I love everybody.
Do you love white people?
I love everybody.
I'm not asking about everybody. Do you love white people?
Yeah, I love everybody.
How about white people?
Yes,
You love white people?
yes.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, but I'm gonna say this. Can I say this to you?
Yes.
And if you, I tell you what, I will say this because it's the right thing to say in my heart. If I had to be under your leadership as a pastor, I would never go to church because I couldn't agree with you.
Right, because you of your father the devil.
Damn, man. You think these older guys would kind of have like a grasp of like showmanship for the community and understanding that how fathers play a pivotal role for the young men that they have to raise, you know? You breed this hate, which does nothing but fester in their hearts, and it leads to nothing but destruction. You can't breed out darkness with darkness. Only light can do that. That's Martin Luther King right there, you know what I'm saying? There's so much rage going on there. It's just like, if you want to create nothing but excuses for yourself, that's what you're going to stay. You're going to stay in the dirt. You're going to stay at the bottom. I mean, it's just, there's really nothing else to say about that. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. But Jesse do be trolling them though. Just like my mama. Jesus Christ, man. If you enjoyed this reaction, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. It's the road to 10K subscribers. Let us know if you want to see more Jesse Lee Peterson. Keep hitting that like button. Keep watching our old videos. I think I might make a Jesse Lee Peterson playlist. I think we reacted to enough of his videos where I can go ahead and do that. Go check out our other playlists if you haven't seen them. Go check out LB Gaming, the 412 show. Go subscribe to all those. But hit that like button, subscribe, and share. We're going to see you next time, LB. Peace.